Hey my friends, how we doing this morning? Hey, it's Gene. How do? Get up and get out with Gene. It's a little chilly, it's a little breezy here on the lake this morning. You can see, let me get out of the way, the water moving. So I apologize for the wind. I hate when I have to do these videos and it's windy, and it's probably annoying because I've listened to other people do their videos, and if they do it out in the wind, it gets really annoying because you can't hear them. Hey Julia, good morning. Down here, as I said, at Greenfield Lake, enjoying myself, trying to stay warm this morning. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for jumping on this morning. Hey, I want to get right to it. Because there's no need to talk about me or anything I've got going on. But hey, listen, no excuses. I was just thinking about the Alice in Chains song. Yeah, have you noticed that a lot of my titles for these things might be something to do with music or song titles? Hey, but no excuses. There's a lot of us, including myself, I'm not perfect by any means, but there's a lot of us that have excuses for just about everything that's going on in our life. Like, hey, we plan on doing this, we plan on like trying to lose weight or get our act together, we plan on quitting smoking, or hey Lauren, good morning, thanks for jumping on. Everybody jumping on. This is Facebook Live, by the way, so I'll probably be calling people out if they say hey, or you jump on, or whichever, but we all have excuses, it seems like, for like whatever we want to do, especially to get ourselves better. A lot of us have excuses, including myself. Like, we are coming up to the new year, so we're like, okay, I'll wait till the new year, and then I'm starting, and it's good to set a date if you want to make some big life change, but a lot of us make excuses. Or I've heard, like, if you're trying to eat well, and then you just have a bad day, so you're like, oh, I gotta go eat a whole pizza. It's just an excuse to get away from what's good for you, what you need to do, what you know you need to do. Again, I apologize for the rain and shaking the camera around here, and I don't know if it sounds bad on there. I apologize if it does, but kind of feels like Chicago in February. Nah, it's not that bad here in Wilmington, but I could have made an excuse to not do this video, like, hey, it's too cold, hey, it's Monday, hey, I'm too tired, or I don't feel like it, or whichever. I could have had 1,000,001 excuses to not do what I do. But let's see, in and out, but let me see, maybe I can change this a little bit. I don't know. I might have to redo this video. Hey, Eric, thanks for jumping on. Julia, thank you very much for letting me know the wind sucks. But, we all have excuses. Like, I don't want to do this video because it's freezing cold and the wind's blowing and it's going to sound like crap. What are your excuses today? Do you have excuses? As I said, I was listening to... luckily, my son plays some good music sometimes in the car. Like this morning, he had Queens of Stone Age on, and then Smashing Pumpkins came on, and then I believe it's Tonic. If you could only see how blue, that song. But so yeah, I don't know how I jumped into that, but I was thinking about Alice in Chains and no excuses. So how many of us have excuses? How many excuses do you have today? If you have them, I said this wind's blowing this camera. I should have just stayed home. I should have just stayed in bed. I should have just not gotten out and done this video. I shouldn't have gotten up and gotten out today, right? Those could be my excuses. But I decided, hey, maybe this video is going to help somebody today, or maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 people today. So I don't want to make up excuses. I don't want to. I've got enough. I got enough for the things that I go through, that I'm trying to get through. So I just want to know today, what are your excuses? Or how do you overcome your own excuses? We worry about everybody else, and everybody else has got excuses for what we consider their failures or whatever, and we got to deal with that. But what are your excuses? Let's talk about you today. Are you ready to deal with what you got to deal with, what you got to do, how you got to make yourself better, how you going to grow, how you going to get bigger and do better things? That's all. I mean, what's holding you back? What are your excuses today? Would you be willing today to sit down and look at yourself and maybe even write down your excuses? Write down your excuses for not wanting to get in shape, not wanting to do better things, not wanting to quit smoking or drinking or whatever you got to do just to better your health. And I'm not picking on those that do those things, it's just what it is, you know? And I'm just wondering, what are you willing to do? Are you willing to sit down and look at your excuses? Can you do that today? No excuses, then I know, you know? No excuses, then I know. I told you I was thinking about Alice in Chains this morning. So maybe, I mean, as I said, I'm not perfect and I've got enough of my own crap to go through, but I got to sit down and look at it. And when things go wrong and they keep going wrong, or the same thing keeps going wrong, you know, what are your excuses for that? What are your excuses? And are you willing to work through those? Are you willing to look at those? I want you to do that today, if you could, or this week, or this month. You know, making up an excuse to not get it done. I don't care, but I'm just bringing it up. You know, can you do that for me today? Because I want you to be a better person. I want me to be a better person. I feed off your energy. I appreciate you guys getting on these videos and giving me some support, because it just gives me the energy to have no excuses, to have no reason not to do this. All right. So think about that today. What can you do today? What excuses are holding you back? Think about it. All right. I'm gonna run. It's cold, and I want to get back in my car. That's my excuse for stopping this video right now. All right. Peace and chicken grease. See ya.